Hey everyone, it's Patty from PS Paper Crafts. Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to show you how to make this pretty card. It says you are a treasure, and I don't have a sentiment inside. I just have some stamps. I was thinking of putting "You inspire me" or "Today we celebrate you." You could even say "Happy birthday." Not sure what I want to use it for, so I left it blank. But the sentiments on this stamp set are really nice. It's called the Treasured Medallion, and this is just gorgeous. I made a card on my blog yesterday using it, so I love just the black. I think it's really pretty, but then this is actually a piece of vellum that I backed with Whisper White cardstock and colored it with Stampin' Right markers. So you can see this on my blog from yesterday, but I think that is just gorgeous on its own without coloring it. So today we're going to make this card though, and we're using this, and I'll show you how to get this kind of to meet up using my Stamparatus. And then there's a coordinating punch, and this is called the Treasured Tag Build-A-Punch. What is it called? Pick-A-Punch. And it gives you two different styles, and I use both of them. So I have this inside one is with this round, and then I love this pointy one. I think with this set it's great, but I think I would use it for many sets. And it has areas you can fit different size or different width strips of paper. So I usually just use the back and do whatever size I want, but if you wanted to go by that guide, you could. And then I just put some ribbon behind it. So I thought this was pretty. Let's get started. Again, this is in the new mini catalog, January through June. It starts January 5th, 2021, and it's during celebration. So during celebration, if you spend 50 or 100, you can get some free product from the celebration brochure. If you did not get a catalog yet and you don't have a demonstrator, please let me know. Leave me a message or email me, patty@pspapercrafts.com, and I will get you a catalog in the mail. So let's get started. I'm sure there's better ways of doing this, but this is the Patty way. I'm using my Stamparatus. I have this stamp out, and I'm just using, this is actually a piece of plastic. You can use just acetate, but I'm using just a piece. I think this was from Dimensionals or something that was packed in it. And I'm just, let me get my card pieces. I'm using Soft Seafoam and Night of Navy. So I kind of want to get this where I want it. And actually, before I get started, let me do first things first. I want to find the center of this. So this is 5.5 across. And let me get my ruler. Okay, so I have my ruler, and I want to just measure this, get the center of it. So this is 5.5, and what I'll do is I'll measure 2 3/4, which is half of 5.5. I have to do a little bit of math here. And 2 3/4. And then I just want to draw a very light pencil line right down the center, and that gives us the middle. Okay, and it doesn't have to be super exact, but we want it to line up in the middle. So now what we can do is lay our piece of cardstock here. So I want this to come to the middle of it, but first I want to just cover it with this. You'll see what I'm doing in a minute. I know it probably looks a little weird. So I just want to put this down with a magnet. And then I want to just kind of get an idea of where I'm going to have my paper once I put my paper down. Okay, and then I want to pick this up. And I like to keep my stamp case over here, so I have something to make it more stable. And I'm just going to lift this up and take it out. So I want to get my first image right on this plastic. It doesn't matter if it's super dark or anything. It's just to give us an idea of where we want to put the cardstock. So now we'll put the cardstock underneath, get the center line lined up. Make sure it's kind of straight here. I'm kind of using the grid line and this because I want to make it straight and even. So now let's put a magnet up here. We're going to lift this and fold it over. Whoops, I moved it. Let me get my magnet in a better place. Okay, let's move this magnet down. Okay, so now we're going to ink this up and go right on the cardstock. And just press it down really good. This end, I just want to make sure is down good. Sometimes when you're too close to the this side here, it doesn't go down as deep as out here, the closer you are to this. So there we go. Now we want to just turn the whole thing around and line this side up. So I didn't move this stamp, and I didn't move this plastic, so it should, fingers crossed, line up perfectly. Just want to get it all nice and even. I'm looking like across the top line and the bottom line as well. And then we'll pick up this magnet and put it down here. Let's roll this over, ink this up, and hope that it worked. Things don't always turn out the way you expect, but this should work. Okay. Voila. It's off a little bit down there, but I think it's fine. So now we can get rid of this. And then we want to just erase this pencil line, because we don't want a pencil line down the middle of it. Okay, there we go. Now what we want to do is, let's pull our card out. We want to do our sentiment. And actually I have the wrong color here. I'll be right back. I don't know why I had a piece of white, because I'm doing this in the soft sea foam. But let's get our sentiment out. You're a treasure. And I'm going to stamp this in the Night of Navy. I'm going to kind of stamp it in the center, and then I'm going to punch each side. And this is a little bit of guesswork, how far down you want to stamp it. Ooh, let's flip that over. Let me just clean my stamp. It looks like I have a little ridge on the bottom. So let me just clean it with my chamois. And by the way, the plastic that I used on the Stamparatus, you can clean that with your chamois or a baby wipe or whatever you want. So I'm not going to press down as hard on this. Okay, you're a treasure. And let's do the inside. So the inside, I just did these, and I thought they were really pretty. Something about them. They're kind of like a fall leaf, but they're just neat. So let's get that one. And I did one going up and one going down. I mean, this might be nice to do the sentiment and have them coming out, or have them going across. I don't know, but I just did a very simple inside. Okay, so let's keep moving here. I think I'm losing the sun. Always worried about the sun here. I'll be going back to Florida soon, and I think I have a better sunny window down there and a better idea of when to do things. So that might be a little bit, so I'm using this rounded side. I might have to make it a little, we'll see how it is with the blue. So the blue, this is 3/4 and this is just under an inch. I find that using an inch, which I think is this widest part, it sometimes gets a little stuck. So I like to go just a little bit under. And I like to really measure from the back. Kind of get it even, centered, and I just think that's really pretty. So let's do this. Okay, let's see how this is. Yeah, I think I want to shorten this one up again. And this is what I do. I mean, you could measure it and try to figure it out, but I never know how much is cut off. And I'm sure you could figure it out, but I just like to keep going until it fits. Okay, so that looks good. So what I did was I put this one down flat with my liquid glue. And that's okay, I have a little glue up there. It will dry clear. I can use a gum eraser to get it off, so no worries there. It's a little bit crooked, but I'm okay with it. Otherwise, I'm going to be out of sunlight completely. Okay, so then what I did was, before I put this on, oh, let me just do these little other flowers that I stamped. These. I felt like it needed something, so I just did 4 of these. Okay. And then I took my ribbon, and this is the Scalloped Lace Trim. And what I did was I took this, flipped it over, and I took my Stamp and Seal Plus. So this is the stickier of the two. There's the Stamp and Seal, and this one is good for like boxes and bags, and I thought it might be better for the ribbon. And I just went all the way up here across the top, and I took a piece of the ribbon and worked from the other side. I kind of thought that this pattern of the ribbon looked like it went with the pattern on these medallions. They kind of reminded me of each other. So I'm trying to make it even across. Okay, and then I just want to trim off the ends. A little crooked there. Okay, and then we'll just do some across the bottom. And do the same thing. It just gives it a little bit of, I don't know, a little something extra there. And I wanted to try to match them. Oops. So this starts kind of in the middle of one. I wanted to match the top about the placement. And then go all the way across. Oops. If I had my silicone mat, I would be doing a better job with this. I think maybe I don't have the, yeah, I'm not down far enough. Let me put another layer. I didn't go to the edge enough. See, this is where I need my silicone mat, because now I'm going to get it all on here. But if you just fold it on itself, it will just make it a little extra sticky. Okay, that should be good. That should work better. Let's give this a whirl. So I wanted to kind of go in the middle of this one. Yeah, there you go. Now it's sticking better. Looks pretty even, right? So we'll just cut this. And it's pretty sticky just to even put down on the card. I'm just going to put one more layer down in the middle. And then we can put this on the card base, the Night of Navy card base. And we just want to get it end to end. And actually, I'm going to flip it over so that my bottoms didn't meet as good as this side. Okay, and just put it down, and then we can put this down with dimensionals. Sorry if my hair is coming in the picture. My daughter gave me a keratin treatment. I have very, very thick, wavy hair, and I usually have it back in a ponytail or something, but she gave me this keratin treatment last night, and it's so, you would not believe. I feel like I have different hair, a different head on me. It's so silky and smooth, and I'm not allowed to tie it back for 48 hours so that I don't get any lines in it. So it's like all over the place, and I'm not used to having hair all over the place like that. I like to have my hair off my face, back behind me. So I think it keeps going in the camera. I'm not sure. If it's not, you probably think I'm crazy, but I feel like it's just flopping forward a lot. But I really love how it came out. I can't believe, as I said, that it's my hair. I told her if I was in high school with this hair, when I was in high school, everybody wanted their hair straight. And we did all kinds of things, put it up in your top of your head with a ponytail and orange can rollers. I don't know if we used frozen orange cans as our rollers to make it straight. And I think it straightened it, but it was like poofy. Like, this is to my head, straight, flat, beautiful. So enough about my hair. More information than you ever wanted to know. I'm using the holiday rhinestones. There's some nice Night of Navy in here, and I'm just putting them in the center of these little flowers here. And then I think we're done. So I thought this is really pretty. Again, I love the black. I think I'm just going to make a card with the black medallion because I really love it. Okay, phew. So we have our two cards, and I think they're really pretty. They're different. I hope you give it a try. And again, if you need any help with anything, just email me, Patty@pspapercrafts.com, if you need a catalog. And then look, if you've purchased from me, you should have gotten a catalog. In the last year, if you've purchased from me, I sent out the catalogs and the celebration brochure. So it's a lot of fun. It's a great time of the year to check out some Stampin' Up! Products. But anyway, you have a good day. Thank you. Bye.